welcome everybody. Greetings. Hi. Yeah, welcome to David's Kitchen. We're going to be looking at the kitchen here. Hello, hello. Yeah, let me just make sure I have everything going on. It's a little bit difficult to do the broadcast now because of the incredible problems getting on various networks. So I don't know if you realize this, but there are a lot of hurdles being thrown at us every night, and we're doing it. So I've got a beautiful dahlia here that's just starting to sprout again. It's January. This is typically a tropical plant that's growing. And there's a mask that I clean the masks out for Sarah, so she has clean masks. That's important. And then the ghost cactus, and another type of cactus embedded inside. Yeah, it's kind of a cool place to hang out. It's my kitchen. Now I did forget to bring in the tripod, so let me see if I can get an angle here on top of one of my water jugs. My filtered zero water jugs. Let's see if we have an angle here. Okay. It's not exactly a good picture, is it? All right, well, we'll work on that later. Yeah, it's not like I can solve that problem right now, but we certainly need more light, so throw another light on. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. So let's go over here, pull out this. I found a new brand of coffee that I bought on wholesale. I get these things for $1.99. And it's a very good quality taste, I'll tell you. I'm impressed. So I'm going to do the Keurig thing. Today we're going to be doing a turkey pasta low carb salsa thing. And I'm going to be adding some really good ingredients like cauliflower. I'm going to use a half of a container of organic tomato sauce, 4 cheese. I'm going to use a half a box of rotini, which is, I get these for $1, so between this and this, it's about $2. And then green pepper and an onion. Yeah, that's going to be good. Nice big green pepper. I got these for $1, so add the cauliflower, $2 there, so I think we're at $3, $4. And I got this turkey for $2, so that's $6. All right. Well, that's pretty loud, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let me just make sure everything's locked down. I'm going to go get the tripod. So, many of you haven't seen my other shows. Let me give you a little of that for you. And I'll get the tripod while I have some coffee. I'm going to try some coconut milk in this. Uh-oh. I'm trying to eat it up and not be on milk, because you don't know if the milk supply is going to remain solid. I'm transitioning to almond milks and coconuts and whatnot. So if I did this camera up and the other camera down, it might be better. Yeah, Sarah left me without the show accidentally, so she must have cleared the slate on this. So yeah, I think I'll go down on this camera with this light. So let me show you the ring light I got Sarah for a Christmas. It's just a simple ring light, but it really works, and it's good for the whole setup. As you know, I'm thinking of buying a new computer because of the solid state drive aspect this one has. And this is a great laptop we have, and I'm not complaining at all. Okay, let me get into the chat room first and foremost. That'll be my first effort. We're running a little late today, so no, that's not the one. TP show is the one. Okay, good. That should get me there. So I'm down to my bottom built size here. You don't like solid state drives? They fail a lot? Really? Huh. Believe me, I got so much coconut milk, it's ridiculous. We get it for 99 cents, normally $5, because I buy it at the end date. And we have a lot of food moving around here. So, you know, whenever you see them at 99 cents, I get 4 of them. So we're not spending a lot on coconut milk. Yeah, in fact, I get the one with the no sugar and get her the one with the sugar, so I can add a little bit. It really makes it incredible. The sugar one makes a big difference, but get the vanilla flavored ones. You've had 2 solid state drives fail? Wow, well that's kind of a problem. I'm rethinking this. Frankly, the Moto G is on sale right now, the G Pro and the G Stylus. And it's a really nice 6.5-inch tablet, and you can even edit videos on it, and I'm thinking of getting that with Straight Talk. Yeah, I checked it out. Yeah, I can't eat the sweetened coconut milk. Anyway, here's a show from the past while I fill in, and I'll be right back. A show from the past. Actually, let me see if that works. There seems to be a lot of space in here. Yeah. Right. Okay, here I am. A seamless transition, I hope. I got the tripod. I'm using this old digital camera as a tripod. We still use this for holidays and stuff. So whenever we have a gathering, I just keep the battery ready to go. Don't get rid of your technology that's still useful. But if you don't use it, lose it. So let's do this. Okay, so typically I buy discounted salsa. I got this for $2.19. And I'm going to use half of a container of that salsa in this mix. We're going to start with water. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up if I have any water left on my reverse osmosis filter. Yeah, I'm trying to get the... Oh, geez. I'm going to have to borrow from Peter to pay Paul, it seems. Yeah, it's just so difficult to get... That should do it. It's not going to be that much rotini. It's so difficult to get clean water on this island. I'm going to put this on level 6 to get it going. It's so difficult to get clean water. Foot cam? Did you see the foot? You missed the foot. Oh, good. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Good. Well, the foot has been, people have been really amazed at how beautiful my feet are, and even I'm amazed at how beautiful my feet are. I found these I shouldn't be talking about my feet while I'm cooking, but I found these rollers that, the ones that spin, the waterproof one. Oh, it's great for sculpting your, your calluses. If you have any calluses, everyone has calluses, right? Not colon. We're not talking about colon cleansing. That logo needs a little darkening, don't you think? Maybe let me put something black behind it. That's a different look. There you go. Salsa, turkey pasta, low carb. Okay. Yeah, so here I got to get the camera. And we're also doing an awareness fundraiser. No, I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, that's kind of washed out now. We're fundraising for awareness. You know, we've never done any fundraisers here, and it's kind of amazing because we've been able to function on next to nothing in terms of donations. I mean, thank you, Scissor Fight, for the $14.10, 20 cents, or was it 80 cents? I appreciate that. He gave me 2 donations, and just to check out to see if I could get donations. And either he's the only one that unlocks. You don't have beautiful feet? Well, I know I can understand how people are freaked out by it, but I should be a foot model because my feet are absolutely perfect. And yeah, it's like sometimes you get great feet and great hands. My mother was told by her doctor to take thalidomide before she gave birth to me. Yeah, and she was smart enough as a nurse to not take thalidomide. So anyway, let's cook. What do you say? Had I had thalidomide, it would have been, you know, I would have had no arms and legs, and you probably would be talking to a basket case, but I'd probably still be broadcasting. I'd be famous for being a basket case. I've met people who were that way. I've actually carried a man I worked at a theater, one of my 3 jobs when I was a young man, and I carried a guy into the theater for Beatlemania, because I was a Beatlemania usher when I was 18. And he came up to me and, you know, they literally handed me a basket. And I was like, could you put him in? He was in a basket. I get so sad when I think about this, but then again, I get sad about a lot of things right now. And he looked at me in the eye and he said he was sorry. You know, just, oh God. You don't have to say you're sorry, man. I felt so bad for him, you know. And his face and everything looked like a regular guy. It looked like he could be walking down the street, you know, it'd be an average looking guy. Actually, he was a good looking guy. Actually, his face was pretty nice looking. Anyway, I had to pick him up and put him there. And, you know, it was a real experience, I'll tell you. I'm glad I had it. Okay, you want to make nice dices on this whole onion. Doesn't have to be too small, you know. 1/4 inch would be fine. Do the other one too. I'm turning this in the rear onto level 3. Actually, I'm going to put that on level 6 too. We're going to get rolling here. Yeah, we want to get this thing hot. So level 6 over here, level 3 over, level 6 on both sides. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it was quite an experience. I'll never forget it. I had a lot of experiences when I was younger. Most people don't work 3 jobs out of college, but just fun. I'm really glad I did that then, and I'm glad I didn't really get into the whole idea of working as a lifestyle. It's just so sad that people are locked in jobs right now, you know, because their family needs them. You know, they can't leave the job, and they may not like their job, but it's a reality they have to live with. Right. So we are broadcasting on all the networks right now, but I route them through with a slight delay, so you may be catching slight delays here. Now, the idea of making something really simple and quick is you don't have to spend a lot of time preparing that meal. So we're using basic ingredients. I do wash my vegetables off, so I'm going to rinse this off. And with every single green pepper, you always have to watch for these labels. Take that label off. So, yeah, otherwise people will eat it, and that's not fun. And this turkey choice I've been doing is pretty good. Butterball, all natural, frozen ground turkey. Yeah, that's been very good. And we got a half a box of rotini from the other video. We did another rotini. And I'm going to mix in half of cauliflower, which I got for about $3. So $2 for vegetables, $1 for the salsa, and because I got this on sale, I mean it's half a salsa, half a container. That's basically $1, and 50 cents for this. I mean, it's right around $6. This chicken is $2. There's no better deal per pound than that. If you can buy it in the frozen section, Now, I understand there's a lot of people with food supply issues right now, so yeah, buy when you can. I'm going to go ahead and rinse this off. This is not organic, but I got it for $1.60 a pound. So now, to expedite matters, what I do is I cook the rotini with the cauliflower. So yeah, once I get that hot water going over there, I cook it with the cauliflower. I cook the cauliflower first in the hot water, and I put some sea salt in there. Yeah, it's getting really close. I'm just going to go ahead and break it in and just kind of crumble it in. It takes portions of it off and break it like that. Just kind of crumble it in there. Big chunks of it. But take the stalk off and then break that in there too. But if you have a stalk like that, pull it out and cook with it. Like the base of this stalk right here, I can actually put in the other container for flavoring. Mixing your flavoring. Okay, the water's not boiling yet, so I can put my fingers in there. Okay, so that gets your pasta water going with the cauliflower as an alternative. And this has been very popular. In fact, they even sell frozen cut up cauliflower ready to put in your dishes. So it's, yeah, and I put a little sea salt in there too. Okay, we're going up to 6 on that. That's good. Another thing you can do, which is interesting, is put some Italian seasoning in the water. So I've still got the rest of that organic Italian seasoning I've been working with. So just put a little Italian seasoning on the top there and let that start cooking into the water. And you can put anything else in there, like garlic powder. You know, I've got a little garlic, non-salted garlic parsley here. A little shake there. Yeah, that's just designed to get your thing going. Then I'm going to take this hot pan here, which is way too hot. You're definitely going to hear a sizzle here. I'm going to put some organic extra virgin olive oil on there. There we go. About 2 tablespoons. I'm going to throw the onions on top. There's your sizzle. Yeah. I'm going to chop up the rest of those cauliflower. Okay, put that in there with the onions. Blends right in. Okay. And then and then take that turkey, snip off the top, making sure you do not put the metal thing in. We've been over this. Don't put the metal thing in your dish because you don't want to have that in there. And just squeeze it right on top of the onion. Okay. All right. Man, that's good. I'm going to throw that right out. Alrighty. Okay. Now take your salsa and go right on top. Put a half of a thing of salsa in there for flavor. Okay. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and season the turkey. Same thing, just kind of a sprinkle of Italian seasoning. And we'll do the garlic parsley too. No salt. So the salsa has a lot of salt in it, and we're going to use a half of a thing of organic tomato sauce today that I get for a song. I buy it for sale. You can buy a replacement of non-organic for very comfortably $1 at the dollar store. So, yeah, that's kind of a nice thing about the dollar store. They've got the really cheap pasta ingredients. Okay, just kind of work that in, like so. Okay. Doesn't have to be a, this isn't a masterpiece we're making here. Okay. Okay, cover it up. Make sure it's all in there. And just start keeping it at level 6. Same with the cauliflower. We're powering our way through this meal. Okay, so we take the green pepper, slice off the top. Best way to do this is to cut the top off. Like, let me get the camera right here. Yeah, just kind of cut that right there. And then punch the thing out, keeping the others next to it, and then take that ball of seeds and just pull it right out. Invert it, give it a couple shakes, get rid of the seeds, and you're ready to slice that up too. All right. Yeah, I was able to save a half of a cauliflower, so that was good. Put that in the refrigerator. Okay, we got a full boil going on right now over here in the cauliflower. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to get a spatula that can take the cauliflower out and won't be plastic. So what I'm doing is pre-cooking the cauliflower. Now I'm going to cut the green pepper. Yeah, I kind of miss Meow. He used to be a big part of our show, our cooking show, Poor guy passed away, I think. I'm pretty sure, Raw pepper, usually dismounted, partially raw. Not really, no. And we thank Mexico. We wouldn't even have green peppers if it wasn't for Mexico, Thank you, Mexico. Gracias. Gracias for the green peppers. Yes, thank all of the origins of all this food that we have, or had. Had. Think positive, Dave. Yeah. Think positive. Always think positive. What's the point of not thinking positive? Could anybody come up with a good reason to not think positive? You Jim Morrison fans out there? Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. For those of you who think that Jim Morrison was Rush Limbaugh, he died too. Okay. Okay, now we're going to throw ahead put the green peppers in on top of the meat. So, here we go. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Try not to lose the green pepper in between your stove and then have to fish it out. Okay, now you want to take the green peppers and bring them into the meat. Keep pushing them in. You're embedding the green peppers in the meat so it cooks together with the meat. All right, let's press them right in there. The optimal taste factor. Okay, keep that at level 6. And you can top it off with a little bit of seasoning as well, just to kind of finish it off. And then just close that up and keep it at level 6. Keep working it. Work it. Yeah, you just take it and press it down like this. Yeah. Yeah, now you can always cook with, anything you have in your garden. If you're starving or something, I would go out there right now and grab some leaves that made it through the snow. They're about this big. Is that about how big yours is too? Yeah. That's the leaves are, they don't grow right now. So, well, let's be clear. You can talk about whatever you want. I mean, I like guest chat. I know a lot of you don't, but if you do mention the price of anything, any numerals I think are taken out. Okay, that's al dente now, I think. Almost there. We're gonna move from one to the other now. Let me clean the stove off. Now, a good chef, is also his own sous chef. You know, he cleans up after himself while he's cooking. That's something that you'll always realize is the way to go. Because if you are a chef and you want to have a good meal, no one wants to go back to an old kitchen that's completely covered with crap or spent food items, whatever. Right now. All right, this is great coffee. I'm going to go for a second cup, I think. Yeah, I'm going to top it off with a little bit of milk, and then real milk. It was missing the cream factor. Okay, now I'm going to move I'm going to pull the cauliflower next to the other dish and put it in there on top. Put the cauliflower in there on top, leaving the water behind. Good. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Put the water back on the grill. Keep it at boil. And then cover that up. All right. Cheers. I'm still in my holiday mode here. Stormy can forage to the dollar store, yeah. I don't have a problem with the dollar store food. Okay, we're back up to a boil here. This is exciting, isn't it? You ever had so much fun cooking? Okay, I've got a half a box that I paid $1 for, so that's literally 50 cents worth of rotini. Isn't that amazing? And whenever you put pasta in hot water, you want to give it a stir initially, and in about 2 minutes give it a stir so it doesn't stick, but keep that going on a boil at level 6. Meanwhile, I'm going to I'm going to push those cauliflowers down into the dish here. Good. And just keep moving without lifting the turkey, just keep kind of poking it. There we go. Beautiful. Now is the time to add your tomato sauce. So we'll give this a mix, break it open, boom. And throw in a half a bottle right on top. If you like extra, use extra. Okay. And press it in and keep it at level 6. Now this kind of a dish requires a little hot sauce, so we're going to go there. Okay, give that another stir, the rotini. Okay, we're good. And then push the cover off so it doesn't overheat. It'll foam up otherwise. Poke that turkey. Poke the turkey. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going to go with it. I'm going to have to get a 38 pant and a new belt. This Italian leather belt is at its smallest point. So if it goes any smaller, I may have to replace it. And I really like this Italian leather belt, you know? It's for a bigger man, of course, but yeah. Well, the pasta is not low carb. You can get low carb pasta, yeah. You know, it's totally possible. Whoa. We're still blowing over here. Let me turn that down to level 3 now. Yeah, you pretty much want to slow cook the rotini a little bit now. Whoopsie. Get back in there. Yeah, the idea is to just cut the carbs in half and replace it with cauliflower. Well, she gets in around, 6-ish, I guess. All right. So I take the rest of this and I'll make another meal out of it. It keeps great in the jar within about a week or two. And if you really want to stretch it, you might want to put a little vinegar on top of that sauce. That'll keep it for another 3 weeks in the refrigerator. A little bit of wine vinegar. Yeah, vinegar is great for storing things. It was used for centuries as a preservative. I think I hear her coming in right now. I'm going to put this in a glass bowl, I think. Hello. Hi. How you doing?
Well, and yourself?
Good, thank you. I took care of everything I had to take care of today.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to let that simmer, soaking up the water that was left from the cauliflower. It's a good thing because you're using all the nutrition from the cauliflower in the water, and it's soaking into the pasta, which is great. Adds to your nutrition level. Now, cauliflower is one of those things that's good, along with broccoli, for maintaining your physical strength without using any key words here. I don't want to touch any key words, and yeah. So we do upload these to the YouTube right away after the end of the show. So it's the only show I upload now to YouTube. It's not boiled meat, no. It's steam fried meat. You're completely wrong. And there's really nothing more important than knowing what steam fry means, and because it's a very valuable cooking technique, which if a person who throws microwave oven dishes together wouldn't know that. There are lots of microwave food items that you could buy that are loaded with salt. That's one of the problems. And they may taste a little bit better, but they're not as good for you. Now, by steam frying, I'm actually keeping all the integrity of the food and the nutrition together. Yeah, steam fry. Steam fry. It was not developed here. It was developed in China about 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago. Make that 4,000 years ago. Somebody said, "Hey, Dave, you didn't come up with steam fry." Hey, welcome everybody. Just cooking for my kitchen here, and as you can see, we're steaming up back there, and we've got pasta cooking on a level 6, just fusing the ingredients. We've got turkey in there, we've got organic tomato sauce, mild salsa, cauliflower, green pepper, and onion. Yeah. Now you could add garlic to this meal. It's definitely one of those things you could, if you want to peel some garlic, it's really good. It doesn't hurt at this point if you have some extra time. Take a few cloves of garlic and throw it in there on top. So what you do with the garlic is just give it a little press. I'm impressed. Like that. Like that. And that squishes it and pops the internal clove out, leaving the outer hull to be thrown in the compost heap. Very simple way to prepare garlic, and give it a little mince it with a knife, and then throw it right into your meal. Yeah, so let's do that right now because we're kind of coming to the final stage of the cooking process. I'm going to turn the rotini off and let it cook in its own water there. Just sit there. Now, if you're cooking outside, this methodology works perfect. If you're doing an outdoor cooking, if you're working outside. Just a simple mince, and then throw it on the knife, and then put it right inside the dish. like that. That's really cooking. And then give it a big stir now. Push the garlic around. Yeah, it's looking good. This is full of nutrition, and you'll know when it's ready when the green peppers are slightly soft. They're not there yet. Yeah. So if you see mild salsa for like $2.19, really good deal. I mean, the tomatoes alone, you're getting much better value. Yeah, we got knives from Meow TV. Remember that? Do I own a knife? My goodness. Yeah, I should show them to you. Check this out. 67 layers of Damascus steel. Do I own a knife? Look at that. Look at those knives. Aren't they beautiful? They're still just like when we got them. The blade is phenomenal. I mean, this stuff is just phenomenal. I mean, and Meow TV was kind enough to give that to me as a gift from France. So I'm very impressed with the knives. Needless to say, I miss, talking to him about science because he was always pretending to be so smart, He had 16 PhDs. Isn't that phenomenal? Pretty soon he'll have 30 PhDs. The longer we talk about him. It gets piled higher and deeper once you start talking about his PhDs, but he had 16 at the apex of his career. And of course, running his chalet and the restaurant and the Tesla truck and the Tesla ATV that he bought off of the money he basically received from handling operations, overseeing the show, I think. Because nobody would stay in a show for 13 years unless they were getting paid for it. Unless, of course, they're me and I'm trying to build a third party to save the nation. But, I'm kind of unusual that way. But we figured out he was some sort of a mole for the Russians. Yeah, that's what the theory was. Okay, you can turn everything off now. The theory was that he was some sort of a Russian mole. We've got a hacker trying to break through our socket layers right now. He likes to broadcast. But I told him it's impossible to break through port 80 with his compilers, so he won't be able to do that. So he's going down a null road, as they say in programming language. Yes. He's some sort of a weirdo that was contracted to attack our show. Yep. He's doing everything he can. He was working for you-know-who from the beginning. He never separated from him. That was just a big BS story he put out. He's always been working for you-know-who. Okay, everything's off. I'm going to drain the water if there's anything left. Cheese is always a plus for a meal like this, but you have to get the right kind of cheese. So I've got some Cracker Barrel. These little things you take for snacks, I'm just going to do a little chop on this. Because I don't have any Parmesan right now, but I do have Cracker Barrel. And everyone, would like the taste of Cracker Barrel. It doesn't have to be a lot, just for flavor. Okay, so we're going to put the pasta, draining the water. There it is. Perfect. Al dente. Put it right in there. And spread the cheese around the top of it. Just kind of take that. Okay. There you go. So the cheese will melt into the pasta. All right. Then take the whole dish, lift it up. It's still boiling. And pour it in, lift it into the dish like that. Hang on. Beep, 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 beep. Warning, warning, warning. Beep, beep, beep. Hold it. Okay. Just go like that and push it right in. Kind of break it up as you push it. Push it good. Push it good. Wow. You know, the best part of this meal is it's meaty. It's full of all kinds of good ingredients. More on the meaty side than, yeah. Now, I didn't put hot sauce in the dish per se, but you know, you can always do that at any point, whether you keep it for a day or two. Now, if this is going to sit in the refrigerator, you could put hot sauce in it. So I'm going to add Patty LaBelle number 3. Very mild hot sauce. We'll top it off here. Like that. About 7 shakes. And then poke that turkey again. Just poke it like that. Like that. There you go. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I just poke that poke. I had a guy I knew who was a Miami football player, big black guy. He used to say that all the time. He said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I just poke that poke. We always wondered what the hell that meant. Yeah. Okay, so let's cover that up. While I guess chat. And we are done, everybody, ostensibly done. Dinner can just sit there for a while. That'll easily feed 4 people, maybe 6. So, yeah. All right, we're going to go ahead and close this up, and we'll wrap it up. Yeah. Thanks for coming in to David's Kitchen, and I will do this again. Hopefully, I will have this next one will be more of a fish theme, I think. Okay, getting into it, everybody. Okay, I'm going to go back to where I was before. I'm going to return to heaven. I'm signing off here. Take care. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Come on in to my kitchen. It's